might be the only time I ever get to do this. Now we've impressed Bowler. Well, it looks like we've made it here. We're over our heads a bit here, aren't we?
Yeah.
I've never been to a rally before, obviously. With Bowler inviting us here, it's a bit. If you're gonna do your first rally, you might as well do it right, aren't you? So why not muck around with Bowler for a weekend? They said we can go out on the hills, watch the rallies come past, they've given us some locations to go to, and I think we'll get the drone up. Apparently these boys are flicking on for over 100 miles an hour across some of this terrain, so that'll be cool to see.
So you've had to keep up with the drone?
Drone might not keep up. Drone might not keep up, no. But that's what we got the pins going for.
Yeah.
I'll hold the drone out the side of the pins guard. And it'll look like drone footage. Some serious bits of kit here. Anyway. Everybody's really busy. You feel like a bit of a spare part, trying not to be in the way of being really busy. Paul Woodman from Love Car is here. They're doing some filming for Amazon Prime, and we've got those boys in the distance that have come all the way from England for the hill rally. That little green thing on the end is 700 horsepower. And it does 0 to 60 under 2 seconds on gravel, so it's not done too bad, that is it? See if we can get a go out with that. I don't know much more to say other than we'll just watch them race, I guess, and cheer our favourite colour on. There's been a lot of standing around doing all for hours, and now everybody seems to be kicking off. 1,000 people have come out the woodwork. There's a lot of drivers here jumping into the Bowler stuff. There's people up there making the way to the vehicles, I guess, the spectator part. Is that what you call it? I'm going to grab the drone, I'm going to fly it as fast as I can into the side of somebody's car. We're on top of this massive hill now, overlooking the pits. Judging by it, we've got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars before the bug out vehicles, bowler by bug out vehicles, defender comes along. We'll make sure to get some footage of that for Rich.
Yeah, that's the best turn on that corner. Yeah, see the wave on.
Not too sure what's gone on there, but
I think that Land Rover all of a sudden turned into an EV car.
yeah,
It was very quiet.
it's
at
the new
back.
electric one that just might have run out of battery.
If you notice though, it does leave a lovely trail of liquid.
We've got a 115 kilometre drive east. Get our heads down for that at a campsite, which should be about 15 minutes away from stage 3 start line tomorrow. Bowler's going to let us drive up the F road first, basically park where we want to get the best footage.
Because they close the lane. Once they start, they close that lane to everything.
Yeah.
So we need to get there first to make sure we're not locked out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we've got a long hike.
I've discovered that Bowler is run extremely like the military. There's a reason for that. The bloke who runs Bowler, who is my new best mate, the bloke who runs Bowler, Callum, is ex-Royal Navy, hence why it's run very much like the military. Yeah, there's a bunch of ex-army, yeah. I think I love it. I'm a big fan of Bowler now. massive fan of bowler. Luckily there's 36 technicians rocked up and 4 members of management. So there's more than enough beer that we've left them for one each. Looking forward to tomorrow.
We don't need no education.
Prime example, look at me.
Well, we're on our way to see bowler yet again, except today we get to drive up the stage. So we're gonna, I've already worked out the route looking at the F-road maps and their start and finish line, and there's a nice T-junction on there that we're gonna go and park at and hopefully get some sideways action of some awesome cars. But because we're doing quite a few miles just trying to keep up with the bowler and the fact that they travel around the country before they even start a stage, I'm running a little bit low on fuel. Well, nearly half a tank. So we're going to press that button and we're now refueling on the move.
Back here.
No, it's parking next to the bowler. We're falling low with you. You're refueling the old way.
Listen, smart ass.
I'm just saying, I refueled on the way here.
Well, Ali refused to stay on the roof. If she'd have stayed on the roof,
We could have used a jerry can.
she could have pulled the jerry can out and filled it whilst I was moving.
So we're blaming Ali on this one.
Damn right.
Right, Roger. I've got to let her know.
Yeah.
This is the meeting spot this morning with bowler. Looks like we were 3rd here. So we've beat 80% of the bowler team already. That's a big win, I think. In my little 2.2 diesel transit engine. These boys are running 300 horsepower in the monsters, so it's a little bit of a win for us. In preparation for stage 3 of the rally series here in Iceland, these boys are pulled into this fuel station. I think they'll get the driver's brief and everything like that, and then they'll head on up to the start point after here. We're going to get up there first before them, get into a good vantage point on the stage, and get some good footage. We're running out of time. We're essentially now part of the bowler rally because the first car has probably set off and we're still on the track trying to find out where we can park. It's a bit of a nightmare. So we are now essentially part of the bowler rally, just trying to keep ahead of the first pace car, which is probably going to kill planning. But I don't want to be that bloke that gets in the way of a very, very high profile race that's on Amazon Prime TV. So, needs must, I guess. And we're not allowed to just pull off the road and park up. That is highly illegal here in Iceland, and you'll never get your truck back. So, looks like we're part of it.
That guy just stopped me and asked me if we're actually with the rally, and I said, yeah, we're doing drone footage.
Yeah, I am. Fuck you.
I thought you were actually driving the rally before the rally. That's crazy.
We're on the rally stage before the rally stage starts.
Quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, and them boys are going to be hurtling. Yeah, no matter how fast we go up here, they're going to be going faster. Hey? Rally stage this, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had proper rocky inclines and declines. And now we're basically back in the Sahara Desert. It's just a big sand pit. Like if I stop, there's no way we're getting going again, do you know what I mean?
I don't know how long it is.
We're about a quarter of the way through now. And we've been driving about half an hour. Just when you think Iceland's being nice to you, turn a corner again. Turns into this shit. I tell you what, how's that for timing? First car's just gone past now. Just as we pulled in here, first one come, the second one's just gone. But that's an epic backdrop for some serious drone footage. Could be in Arizona here, apart from the glacier over there. He's done 3 tyres. 3 tyres.
I lost his entire back
The entire back half of his car's come off with all his tools on it.
His jack, his spare tyres.
Everything's
come off.
Everything's come off on the track.
So pull the pins back and we can get some air pressure. Start ramming him in. Yeah. Pull.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
When you get the rear left on the right front,
Then you just carry on with the flat rear.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's always better in.
Yeah. While you're doing that, we'll do this. That won't fix. Worth a try.
Bull every time. Every time I hit that bull.
What about you fixing a rally car on the side of the rally?
Adams Overland company, baby.
That's the problem.
The jack underneath it, there's another black jack with the blue one
Is it?
on the other side.
Yeah, on the other side. There's no problem. Yeah, just the front of it fine.
How many people have run over that one?
Well, this is why we run DF Goodrich. I've not lost a tyre. Have you lost a tyre?
No, it's
I've
fine.
not lost a tyre.
I've got big holes in anyway.
This is road rally, isn't it? Yeah, I can't fix that. Just had a quick chat with my confidant Kev, and basically what's happening now is one of them's lost a steering rack, but in the time it took us to get off the top of that mountain back down here, Bowler have already changed out that steering rack. Another one's done a whole front corner, but what they've done is grab the parts, they're going up onto the mountain again, fix it up there, bring it back. The other problem they've got is the petrol station down the road has run out of fuel, so what they've done is they've gone and bought 1 million litres of fuel in jerry cans and they're decanting it over there. They're all fire trained, all earthing the car up and everything like that. It's a proper situation going on. The efficiency that's round here is unbelievable.
You'll see underneath there is a lot, but not a lot of changes.
Right.
So that's obviously the big one.
Yeah. Strengthen it all up a little bit.
Strengthen it all up at the front, keeps it very, very rigid.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that you won't see. Impact points on the front of the car. So at the lower part of the rad, we've got sort of like strengthening brackets.
Okay.
Different type of brackets from the standard ones, and the upper ones here. That just stops the rad from
Any movement at all.
movement whatsoever. There's even sort of like we have like an upgraded like tank strap down there.
Okay.
That holds.
Just keeping everything
Just
rigid.
keep everything rigid. Engine wise nothing's changed.
Yeah.
So it's just a start.
So is this-
96 PS.
Is that the Ingenium engine or the new BMW engine?
No, so that's the Ingenium. So the BMW engine is the NC11.
Right.
And that's what's in Octa.
Okay,
Yeah, the new
right.
Octa.
Yeah. How are you finding this engine then? Because I've driven one from Land Rover for a day.
Yes.
And I thought it was a great car, took it off-road, and I thought, personally, it's just a Discovery 3 that thinks quicker. That was my personal findings on it.
Yeah.
And then I'm hearing things online that engine keeps going down.
I don't, to be honest, we haven't had any problems.
So you think it's just a potluck sort of bad... It's probably because it's a new vehicle and people are really talking about it sort of thing.
The thing is, you think how much, most of these cars are flat out.
Yeah.
And then it's high, low revs, high revs.
So if there's any that are actually going to go up, it would be these ones, wouldn't it?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, original test defenders, I think they put in over 1 million miles of testing in places all over the world.
Yeah.
Obviously that was different engine variants.
Yeah.
But on these, they only run a 2 litre petrol.
Only run the 2 litre petrol, and you've had no problem with it whatsoever. And the power's fine.
Yeah,
Really fast car that.
Is it good, is it? Put it up against my Puma later.
So yeah, there's the 296 horsepower.
That's not bad for a 2 litre, that is it?
And it's not bad. Obviously, once this car is stripped down, like our build process over at our pilot plant, we'll completely strip the car.
Yep.
And then obviously we'll modify any of the standard parts that you keep.
Yep.
And then obviously you'll get your sole bowler parts as well.
Okay. Really?
So you'll see you don't obviously get that.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't get fire extinguisher system.
Obviously, yeah. All the safety features.
All the safety features, yeah. And then obviously front end, that's all bowler.
Okay.
So we have to modify all of the front bumper.
Okay.
So obviously you've got laser lights in there.
Nice.
Laser lights in there.
Not necessarily nice with it, don't go dark though.
No. Exactly. Obviously you've got the old bash plate under there.
That's some serious plate, isn't it?
But if you look underneath, wow. So it goes all the way through.
You're not breaking anything, right?
No. So that log bash guard goes through the whole underside of the vehicle, that does. And then if you just look through here, you'll see take the standard crash bar out. Yeah. And then we put the bowler front crash beam in there as well. Obviously, it comes obviously all the way. Protects the whole front end basically, just in case of an impact. Because some of these, you look at some of the rallies, they do some extremely big jumps. Right. Extremely big jumps.
And that takes a bit of a...
Some of the cars are, most probably not in the air, mate.
I've not had mine like that.
Obviously, another big one is...
I think I with the pins a couple of times.
Yeah.
By mistake.
Brakes are standard. The only thing that we changed when we built them, we put Range Rover Sport padding, just a little bit better, a little bit more better sticker and yeah, so they run the most of the time because they're sponsored by British as well. They run these.
I think it's great. I've not even managed to do that to mine. I've got 50,000 miles on it.
Exactly. Yeah. So again, it depends. Most of the way that you drive the car, whereas these are flat out. Side bash guard. So that obviously goes down the whole of the side of the car as well, as you can see, and then it'll bolt up onto this here. Yeah.
You think of everything.
The doors are chopped. Chopped because of that.
Right.
So we cut the wing, cut the door. We don't need to chop that, and that houses that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because obviously you do everything first.
Yeah.
So obviously all of the doors. But I think we take around about 40 mil we cut off the bottom of the door.
Some serious going there.
Secondary wash. So these are actually Discovery 5.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Discovery 5 with a little, you know, a nice little bowl cover over the top.
Just the amount of mud that's going
out
up there.
and water and stuff, yeah. Obviously all first fit.
See, we're going to see some picture.
Yeah, so that's obviously
He's in his element.
First year cars that we done, it was a welding cage, whereas these ones now, as you can see, are bolt together.
Okay. How come you're bolting it now instead of welding it?
It was easier and it was cost, to be fair.
And it's just the same strength as well?
Time consuming, because with the welding cage, when we'd strip the car, we'd have to send the car off to pilot plant's body and white facility.
Yeah.
They'd weld the cage in, and then it'd have to go where they do all of the show cars, have the cage painted, and then it'd come back to us at pilot plant, and then we'd have to start rebuilding it then.
So you've got to start all over again. And
whereas this, the cage comes painted. So all we'll do then is we don't have to strip all of the harness out now. We strip the harness down, bundle it there, and then build the cage into the car, and then obviously we refit the harness.
So it's more modular, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You know, we have to change things with the harnesses now. A lot of the harnesses will run inside of the cage.
Okay.
Because of crush points, etc. So I think.
So instead of ripping
against
it
the body.
Yeah.
You put it into bowler mode, which turns all the trickery off. Steering angle sensor, except ABS.
So then you don't get any stupid things in the way of you wanting to.
Exactly. It doesn't, you know, a little bit of braking, cutting in. Not doing that.
So it's almost old school a little bit, then, isn't it? It strips it right back, and it is the driver that's doing it, not like in a standard one where it takes over. It is, if you crash this car, it's your fault.
And that, when it comes to rallying, you wouldn't think that this type of vehicle would be able to do what it does.
But with just a little bit of tweaking, and I know it looks like a lot, but it's not, is it? It is just stripping stuff off it and strengthening a couple key components.
You know, making the car more rigid. Obviously, it's a great car already, but you know, you turn it into something like this.
It's a whole different beast, isn't it?
Yeah, and you need to go out as a passenger in it to.
Well, if you're offering, mate.
To understand it, you need to go out as a passenger to really appreciate it. Yeah,
being sat in the seat.
You do, because you know you can watch videos, etc. You do.
It's not the same.
It's not.
It's like when
no comparison.
It's like when we've been out here with the drone footage and everybody's commenting and messaging, going, "That is amazing." It's like. It's not even 1% of amazing of when you're in the vehicle driving through the terrain.
Where you can actually see it. And that's the thing, it's a massive difference. So yeah, great car. Hopefully they'll do well these next coming days, I hope so.
I think you'll.
Hopefully we'll have no major issues, fingers crossed.
Who's the favourite to win then, which car?
I'd say the Beecroft brothers. They're very feisty against each other. So obviously because they're brothers,
it gets worse.
They're very competitive.
I
think you've got a guy called Paul White as well. I think his car's a little bit further down the bottom. He's just, I call him the hero driver.
Right, okay.
Just goes for gold. He just goes for gold.
Putting my foot to the floor and I'm not lifting till I see a checkered flag. Oh God.
He's just like a hero.
So that's our time complete with Bowler. What a experience, man.
Absolutely mega, mate. I'm still pulling out bits of rock and gravel from my teeth, my pockets, my eyes, my hair, and my boots.
They have transformed that vehicle from what it is that you buy in the showroom to what you get when you buy a Bowler. Like, it well and truly lives up to that epic name.
Absolutely mega.
But what Callum said yesterday, he turned around and he says the blokes at Land Rover said they designed that vehicle for 9 years to specifically not do what Bowler have just made it done in 9 months. Well, that's it, they've got that special Bowler button in there that just sort of is a million different workarounds for a million different problems they would have with all the electronics.
Yeah, it's like a squaddy button. It's like, you know, squaddy brake this, and when you turn this, click.
I would have the new Defender if I could buy one with a bowler button, so that when it does break, I can override it.
You just tell it to shut up. There's nothing wrong with the car. We're going fine.
And what's even more amazing is they've managed to tell it to shut up and they're not allowed into the ECU, and they've still managed to do it.
Oh yeah, they're completely locked out of that ECU, but you know, Bowler have got no access to it whatsoever. Hence the reason why they've made trick bits to tell the car to shut up. We haven't got a problem with the back. You know, we haven't lost traction control, we haven't lost this, we haven't lost that, we haven't lost the airbag. Yes, we have, because the button tells you that it has.
It was saying that every time they play with one thing to fix one problem, it has a knock-on effect of 10 other problems to do with the electrics.
It's the same as the Discovery. It has Chinese whispers with itself. One ECU talks to another ECU, another one talks to another, and by the end of it, nobody knows what's going on, so it just shuts the car down. They've managed to bypass that, so that the car will still run literally with 3 wheels.
And they've proven that because there's one up there at the minute that's been running with 3 wheels.
Yeah, fair one.
What an experience. Massive thank you to Bowler. Massive thank you to Kev. If there's anything I can ever do for you that is obviously more than just buy you a few beers, please let me know. I'd love to come back down and spend some more time with you. And well done for the racing. Epic work. Thoroughly impressed.
My bin car would still give them a running for the money though.